Do you know which place on Earth is called the Dark Continent? A land of untamed wilderness, lost civilizations, and mysteries hidden beneath vast deserts and thick rainforests? Yes, I'm talking about Africa. But why was it given this name? For centuries, explorers and adventurers feared this massive continent, calling it a dark. Not because of its people, but because its landscapes were unknown to the outside world. Deep jungles, towering mountains, roaring waterfalls, and vast golden deserts, Africa was a mystery waiting to be unraveled. But let me ask you, do you know how many countries Africa has? Take a guess. Some say 50, others say 54. But did you know Africa has at least 54 officially recognized nations and even more disputed territories? That's more than any other continent except Asia. Now, here's another mind-blowing fact. Can you guess how much of Earth's land Africa covers? Brace yourself. Africa spans a staggering 30.37 million square kilometers. That's almost 3 times the size of Europe and bigger than the USA, China, and India combined. Yet most people never realize just how enormous and diverse this continent truly is. Now let's talk about where Africa actually is. Because you might think you know, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Look at a world map, and you'll see Africa sitting proudly at the very center of the planet. It is the only continent straddling the equator, meaning it stretches from the northern hemisphere all the way to the southern hemisphere. This unique position gives Africa a diverse climate, from the scorching heat of the Sahara in the north to the lush green rainforests of the Congo and the cool, breezy highlands of Ethiopia. Surrounded by water on all sides, Africa is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, the vast Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Indian Ocean to the east, and the Red Sea connecting to the Arabian Peninsula. But did you know? Africa is home to some of Earth's most extreme landscapes, towering mountains, endless deserts, deep valleys, and even one of the world's longest rivers, the Nile. Africa is so massive that you could fit the USA, China, India, and most of Europe inside it, and still have space left. Yet, many world maps shrink Africa, making it look smaller than it actually is. From the snow-capped peaks of Mount Kilimanjaro to the never-ending dunes of the Sahara, Africa is a land of breathtaking contrasts. It's no wonder explorers were mesmerized by its untamed beauty. Africa isn't just a land of breathtaking landscapes, it's a world of ancient traditions, vibrant cultures, and untold stories passed down for generations. Every corner of this vast continent echoes with the rhythm of history and the heartbeat of its people. But how much do you really know about Africa's rich cultural heritage? Did you know? Africa is the cradle of humankind, the very place where the first humans walked the earth. Some of the oldest human fossils were found here, dating back over 7 million years. But Africa isn't just about ancient bones. It's home to legendary civilizations. The powerful Egyptian Empire with its mighty pharaohs and the Great Pyramids of Giza is just one example. But have you heard of the Mali Empire? In the 14th century, its ruler, Mansa Musa, was the richest man in history, even richer than today's billionaires. From the mysterious ruins of Great Zimbabwe to the walled cities of Benin, Africa's past is filled with kingdoms and cultures that flourished long before European explorers arrived. A land of culture and traditions. Africa is a melting pot of over 3,000 ethnic groups and more than 2,000 languages, making it the most culturally diverse continent on Earth. Music and dance are the heartbeat of Africa. Have you ever seen the mesmerizing Maasai jumping dance of Kenya and Tanzania? Or heard the hypnotic drum beats of West Africa passed down through generations? In Africa, stories are not just told, they are sung, danced, and celebrated. Art is another deep-rooted tradition. The intricate masks of the Dogon people, the colorful fabrics of the Zulu, and the beadwork of the Maasai, each carry stories of ancestors, spirits, and tribal identity. But what is life like in Africa today? You might imagine vast villages and open plains, but Africa is a land of contrasts. In the countryside, many still live close to nature, herding cattle, farming, and following ancient customs. Yet, in cities like Lagos, Nairobi, and Johannesburg, modern skyscrapers rise above bustling markets and high-tech hubs. Some communities still follow traditions that date back thousands of years, like the Himba people of Namibia, who cover their skin with red ochre, or the San Bushmen of the Kalahari, who track animals using age-old techniques. But don't be mistaken, Africa is also the future. With some of the fastest-growing economies in the world, Africa is home to young innovators, entrepreneurs, and digital pioneers shaping a new era. Hook engage viewers. Imagine standing in the heart of the African savanna. The golden sun sets on the horizon, and suddenly, you hear the distant roar of a lion. Welcome to Africa, the wildest place on earth, a land where nature still rules, where untamed wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see. But did you know Africa is home to some of the rarest and most fascinating wildlife and plant species on the planet? Africa is the last stronghold of some of the most powerful and majestic animals. This is where nature's greatest predators roam free. The Big Five, lion, elephant, leopard, rhinoceros, and buffalo, were once the most feared by hunters. Today, they are the most sought after by wildlife lovers and photographers. But beyond the Big Five, Africa is a sanctuary for thousands of species. Towering giraffes, the fastest animal on land, the cheetah and the mighty hippopotamus, which spends most of its life in water, yet is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Yes, you heard that right. Africa is also home to penguins. The African penguin thrives on the southern coast near Cape Town. The continent is a paradise of extremes, sheltering both desert creatures and marine life. But Africa isn't just about wild animals. Its plant life is just as diverse and breathtaking. From the scorching sands of the Sahara to the lush rainforests of the Congo, Africa's vegetation is a masterpiece of survival. Let's explore. In the north, the mighty Sahara, Earth's largest hot desert, stretches across 11 countries. Here only the toughest plants survive. You'll find the date palm, whose sweet fruit has fed desert travelers for centuries, and the mysterious resurrection plant, which can survive for years without water, only to come back to life with a single drop. Moving south, we enter the vast savannas, golden grasslands stretching for miles. This is home to the iconic baobab tree, often called the Tree of Life. These ancient giants can store thousands of liters of water in their trunks, allowing them to survive the harshest droughts. But Africa's true green paradise lies in the heart of the continent, the Congo rainforest, the second largest rainforest on Earth. This dense jungle is bursting with life, from towering mahogany and ebony trees to rare plants that are still undiscovered by science. And let's not forget Madagascar, Africa's lost world. Here, 90% of the plant species exist nowhere else on Earth. The most famous? The alien-like baobab avenue and the peculiar traveler's palm, whose leaves always point east and west, helping lost travelers find their way. Think you know how many countries Africa has? You might guess a number, but I bet you'll be surprised. Africa isn't just one place, it's a continent made up of 54 countries, each with its own culture, landscapes, and traditions. But can you name them all? From the deserts of Egypt to the rainforests of the Congo, from the bustling cities of Nigeria to the tranquil islands of Seychelles, every country has a unique story to tell. Let's take a journey across this magnificent continent, one country at a time. Northern Africa, where history meets the Sahara. Egypt, land of the pharaohs, home to the Great Pyramids, the Sphinx, and the Nile River. Egypt's ancient history is unmatched. Morocco, a land of colorful souks, stunning mosques, and the vast Sahara Desert. Algeria and Tunisia, where Roman ruins, Mediterranean beaches, and desert dunes meet. Libya, a nation with vast oil wealth and incredible ancient Greek and Roman ruins. Sudan, the forgotten land of pyramids. Yes, Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt. West Africa, the land of vibrant cultures. Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa and the beating heart of Nollywood, one of the world's biggest film industries. Ghana, known for its Gold Coast, vibrant culture, and the warmest people. Ivory Coast and Senegal, where golden beaches meet lively music and rich traditions. Sierra Leone and Liberia, countries rich in history, resilience, and natural beauty. Mali and Burkina Faso, once home to great empires, now famous for their unique music and traditions. Democratic Republic of the Congo, a land of rainforests, gorillas, and the mighty Congo River. Gabon and Cameroon, hidden gems with breathtaking landscapes from mountains to beaches. Chad and Central African Republic, wildlife lovers' paradise with untouched savannas and national parks. Kenya and Tanzania, safari heaven. Witness the Great Migration and spot the Big Five in their natural habitat. Ethiopia, the only African country never colonized. Home to ancient churches and the stunning Simeon Mountains. Uganda and Rwanda, land of mountain gorillas, lush jungles, and breathtaking landscapes. Somalia and Djibouti, where the desert meets the sea, home to some of the world's most unique coastlines. South Africa, a country of stunning contrasts, Cape Town's beauty, Kruger National Park's wildlife, and Johannesburg's energy. Botswana and Namibia, home to the Kalahari Desert, the Okavango Delta, and vast wilderness. Zimbabwe and Zambia, the land of Victoria Falls, one of the world's most breathtaking waterfalls. Madagascar, an island like no other. 90% of its wildlife is found nowhere else on Earth. Africa is a land of secrets. Beyond the well-known safaris and famous landmarks, there are hidden places, untouched, unexplored, and breathtakingly beautiful. Places that even the most seasoned travelers have never seen. Are you ready to uncover Africa's best-kept secrets? From space, it looks like a giant eye staring back at the universe. The Richat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, is a mysterious natural wonder in the deserts of Mauritania. Once thought to be an impact crater, this enormous circular formation is a geological marvel with unexplained origins. One of the most hauntingly beautiful places on Earth, Namibia's Skeleton Coast is where the desert meets the wild Atlantic Ocean. Shipwrecks lie scattered along the shore, surrounded by dense fog and roaring waves. Some call it the end of the Earth, but for the fearless, it's an adventure waiting to happen. A lake so red it looks like something out of a nightmare. Lake Natron in Tanzania is famous for its surreal crimson waters, caused by salt-loving microorganisms. But beware, this lake can turn animals into stone. The high alkalinity preserves creatures that enter, giving them a ghostly appearance. Deep in Uganda's mountains lies a jungle so dense it was named impenetrable. The Bwindi Forest is home to half of the world's remaining mountain gorillas. Imagine trekking through misty forests, surrounded by untouched nature, and coming face to face with one of our closest relatives in the wild. Rarely visited, barely mapped, and full of ancient wonders. Chad's Enedi Plateau is an alien landscape of giant rock formations, hidden caves, and prehistoric petroglyphs. If there's one place that feels like stepping back in time, this is it. Believe it or not, there are lakes in the middle of the Sahara Desert. The Unyanga Lakes are an unbelievable sight, turquoise waters surrounded by golden dunes. This hidden oasis is proof that the Sahara was once a lush paradise. Imagine standing at the edge of the world's highest sand dunes, witnessing a river of wildebeest stretching across the horizon, or floating over the vast savannas in a hot air balloon. Africa is a continent of wonders, and today, we take you on a journey through its most breathtaking destinations. Towering over the Namib Desert, the Ceaseless dunes are some of the highest and oldest sand dunes in the world. Their fiery orange and deep red colors change throughout the day, creating an otherworldly landscape. Climbing Dune 45, you'll witness a sunrise like no other, a sea of endless sand bathed in golden light. One of nature's greatest spectacles, every year, over 1.5 million wildebeest, zebras and gazelles migrate across the Serengeti and Masai Mara, crossing crocodile-infested rivers and open plains. The sight of thousands of animals moving as one is a true masterpiece of nature. Known as Mosi Oa-Tunya, the smoke that thunders, Victoria Falls is one of the largest and most powerful waterfalls in the world. Spanning over 1.7 kilometers, it crashes down into a deep gorge, creating mist that rises hundreds of feet into the sky. If you're feeling brave, take a dip in the Devil's Pool, right at the edge of the falls. Unlike any other canyon on Earth, Blyde River Canyon is covered in lush greenery, offering breathtaking viewpoints like God's window. Standing here, you'll feel like you're at the edge of the world, overlooking a vast valley with mist rolling in from below. 5. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, the roof of Africa. At 5,895 meters or 19,341 feet, Mount Kilimanjaro is Africa's highest peak and the world's tallest freestanding mountain. Climbing through tropical forests, alpine meadows, and icy glaciers, reaching the summit feels like stepping onto the clouds. 6. Boulders Beach, South Africa, the penguin paradise. Yes, Africa has penguins. At Boulders Beach, thousands of African penguins waddle along pristine white sands and crystal-clear waters. These adorable creatures call this spot home, making it one of the most unique beaches in the world. Turquoise waters, powdery white sands, and Swahili culture. Zanzibar is an island paradise. Whether you're exploring the spice markets of Stone Town or diving into the coral reefs of Manemba Atoll, every corner of this island is pure magic. Stretching across North Africa, the Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world. Ride a camel into the endless dunes, camp under a billion stars, and experience the silence of one of Earth's most extreme landscapes. A river that flows into the desert and disappears? The Okavango Delta is a vast inland water system where floodwaters create a lush oasis in the middle of dry land. Glide through the channels in a Mokoro canoe and witness elephants, hippos, and lions in their natural habitat. With 115 islands, the Seychelles is a tropical escape unlike any other. Granite boulders line pristine beaches, and crystal-clear waters are home to some of the rarest marine life on the planet. It's the ultimate getaway for those seeking untouched. Africa, a land of ancient civilizations, lost cities, and unexplained mysteries. Have you ever wondered about the hidden secrets buried beneath its vast landscapes? From cryptic ancient structures to unsolved paranormal occurrences, Africa holds some of the world's greatest enigmas. Today we uncover the most mind-boggling mysteries of the Dark Continent. The lost city of the Kalahari, a forgotten civilization. The Kalahari Desert hides a riddle that has baffled explorers for centuries. In the 1880s, Guillermo Farini, a European traveler, claimed to have discovered mysterious ruins deep in the desert, remnants of a lost civilization. But when explorers returned to find them, they were gone. Some believe shifting sands buried the ruins, while others think they never existed. Could an advanced civilization have once thrived in the heart of the Kalahari only to disappear without a trace? The enigma of the Great Zimbabwe Ruins, who built them? The Great Zimbabwe Ruins, an ancient stone city dating back to the 11th century, are Africa's most perplexing archaeological site, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Built entirely without mortar, the massive stone walls remain a marvel of engineering, showcasing the advanced skills of its builders. The mystery? Historians still debate who built it and why it was abandoned, leaving many questions unanswered. Some theories claim it was a powerful African kingdom, possibly the center of a vast trading empire, while others suggest connections to the biblical land of Ophir, rumored to hold King Solomon's mines, adding a layer of myth and legend. Could this lost civilization have had contact with ancient Phoenicians or even aliens? The speculation is endless. The answers remain buried in history, waiting to be uncovered by future generations. The vanishing of Lake Fundudzi, the cursed sacred lake. Lake Fundudzi is one of Africa's most sacred and mysterious lakes, shrouded in ancient legends and local folklore. The Venda people believe it is protected by ancestral spirits, and home to a giant serpent-like creature called the Python God, a guardian of the lake. Locals say that when outsiders try to visit, the lake sometimes disappears, vanishing right before their eyes. Scientists have tried to explain it as an illusion caused by shifting mists and atmospheric conditions, but the eerie stories continue to baffle everyone. Strangely, no one can swim in the lake. It's considered cursed, and those who try are said to vanish forever, adding to its mystique and fear. Hidden beneath the sands of Nubia, which is modern-day Sudan, archaeologists have uncovered vast underground tunnels and chambers leading to what was once the capital of the Kushite kingdom, Napata. But there's a mystery. The city appears to have been deliberately buried. Some believe this was to protect sacred knowledge, while others think it was due to a catastrophic event. Ancient writings hint at mystical rituals and lost Nubian knowledge buried deep beneath the desert. Could there be an ancient underground library still waiting to be discovered? The Tassili N'Ajjer region in the Sahara Desert is home to over 15,000 prehistoric cave paintings. These drawings depict strange humanoid figures with elongated heads, large eyes, and spacesuit-like attire. Some researchers believe these images could represent ancient alien encounters. Could these cave paintings be proof that extraterrestrials visited Africa thousands of years ago? Others argue they depict shamans in spiritual trances, but the resemblance to modern-day astronaut suits is chilling. In the vast waters of Lake Victoria, there's a bizarre island that moves. Locals have reported that Magingo Island sometimes shifts positions, appearing in different locations at different times. Scientists suggest this could be due to underwater volcanic activity or tectonic shifts, but fishermen claim that supernatural forces are responsible. Could this island be part of a larger hidden landmass beneath the lake? Or is something much stranger happening? The Sahara's Eye, a portal to another world? Located in Mauritania, the Eye of the Sahara, or Richat structure, is a massive 50-kilometer-wide circular formation in the middle of the desert. It's so large that it's visible from space. Some believe it's the lost city of Atlantis, swallowed by sand instead of water. Others think it's an ancient meteorite impact crater or even a remnant of an advanced prehistoric civilization. Strangely, despite its perfect concentric shape, scientists have found no impact debris, leaving its formation a total mystery. The unsolved mystery of the Dogon tribe's star knowledge. The Dogon people of Mali have known about the existence of Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye, for over 700 years. This knowledge has been passed down through generations, deeply embedded in their rich cultural heritage. This star was only discovered by modern astronomers in the 20th century with high-powered telescopes, making the Dogon's knowledge even more astonishing. The Dogon claim their ancestors received this knowledge from beings called the Nomo, who came from the Sirius star system. These stories are vividly depicted in their cave paintings and carvings. Could they have been visited by ancient extraterrestrials? This intriguing possibility has fascinated researchers and enthusiasts alike. Modern scientists are baffled by how the Dogon knew such precise astronomical details without telescopes. The mystery continues to spark debates and research in the scientific community. The cryptic pyramids of Sudan, older than Egypt's? While Egypt's pyramids are world famous, did you know that Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt? These pyramids, built by the Kingdom of Kush, are smaller but steeper and more mysterious. Some archaeologists believe they could be older than those in Egypt and may hold secrets about the origins of African civilization, but many of them remain unexcavated. What lies inside is still unknown. Final thoughts. Africa's mysteries await. Africa is one of the most mysterious continents on Earth, filled with unsolved riddles, hidden wonders, and ancient civilizations that still baffle scientists today. Could these mysteries hold the key to forgotten knowledge, or are they just the result of natural phenomena and historical evolution? What do you think? Do you believe in Africa's supernatural legends, or are these just scientific puzzles waiting to be solved? Unexplained paranormal mysteries of Africa. Africa is a land of shadows and whispers, where ancient spirits roam, cursed lands exist, and supernatural forces still terrify those who dare to enter their domain. From haunted villages to eerie apparitions, let's explore some of the continent's most baffling paranormal occurrences. The ghost lights of the Devil's Valley in Kenya. In Kenya's Hell's Gate National Park, strange floating lights appear at night, moving unnaturally across the landscape. Some believe they are spirits of the Maasai warriors, while others claim they are portals to another dimension. Scientists say it could be geothermal activity, but why do the lights respond to human movement? No one knows. Nigeria's Queen Amina was a fierce warrior, but her burial site is said to be cursed. Anyone who disturbs her resting place meets an untimely and violent end. Local legend claims her spirit still haunts the night, riding a phantom horse, hunting down those who disrespect her name. Pemba Island, just off the coast of Tanzania, is said to be home to jinns, powerful supernatural beings. Locals tell stories of people disappearing into thin air, eerie voices calling out from the sea, and shadowy figures lurking in the mangroves. Visitors often feel an unseen force watching them, and many refuse to stay after dark. Africa is known for its wildlife, but beyond lions and elephants there are tales of unknown beasts lurking in the shadows. The Nandi bear, Kenya's mysterious predator. The Nandi bear is said to be a huge, red-furred, hyena-like beast with razor-sharp claws and a taste for human flesh. Hunters and villagers claim to have seen it, and even British colonists recorded encounters. Could this be a prehistoric survivor or an undiscovered predator? Deep in the swamps of Zambia and the Congo, there are reports of the Kongomato, a giant winged reptile resembling a pterosaur. Villagers describe it as a huge, bat-like creature with a wingspan of over 10 feet. Some explorers claim to have seen terrifying shadows overhead and unexplained attacks on boats. Could a prehistoric creature have survived deep in Africa's jungles? The Grootslang, the snake-elephant monster. The Grootslang, a legendary cryptid, is said to be a massive serpent with the head of an elephant that lives in deep caves. It guards hidden treasures, and legends say that those who enter its lair never return. Some explorers believe the Grootslang myth could be inspired by an ancient, unknown species that still lurks underground. Secret societies and rituals of Africa. From ancient brotherhoods to shadowy organizations, Africa has long been home to mysterious secret societies. The Leopard Society, the shape-shifting assassins. This feared group, once active in West Africa, believed they could transform into leopards. Members wore leopard skins and razor-sharp claws, attacking their enemies in the dead of night. Some say they still exist, operating in hidden villages. The Ogboni Society, Nigeria's shadowy rulers. The Ogboni Society is a secretive, elite brotherhood in Nigeria said to control political and spiritual power. It is rumored that its members hold mystical knowledge and perform strange rituals to maintain control over the country's leadership. Could they be Africa's version of the Illuminati? The Nyao Society performs terrifying masked dances, believed to summon the spirits of the dead. Their masks are said to be possessed, and any outsider who watches their rituals is cursed. Some claim to have seen these figures vanish into thin air. Many African treasures remain hidden beneath the sands, deep in jungles or buried in ancient tombs, but some come with terrifying curses. The Ashanti Empire was one of the richest in Africa, but when the British invaded in the 1800s, its gold mysteriously vanished. Legend says the Ashanti king cursed the treasure, and those who try to find it suffer from misfortune, madness, or worse. The Diamond Curse of the Kimberley Mines in South Africa. South Africa's Kimberley diamonds have brought fortune, but also death. Some miners vanish without a trace, while others report seeing ghostly figures warning them to leave. Is this just a coincidence, or do the diamonds carry an ancient curse? The hidden treasure of the San. People in Namibia. The San people speak of a golden city buried beneath the Namib Desert. Explorers who have searched for it report hallucinations, strange visions, and mysterious deaths. Is the city real, or is it protected by supernatural forces? Most dangerous and mysterious places in Africa. Some places in Africa are so deadly, so strange that few dare to visit. The Skeleton Coast, Namibia. This remote coastline is littered with thousands of shipwrecks and skeletons. The harsh climate and mysterious disappearances have earned it the nickname, the land God made in anger. Lake Natron, the lake that turns animals to stone, Tanzania. Lake Natron's blood-red waters are so alkaline that they preserve dead animals like statues. Birds that land on the lake are instantly calcified, turning into eerie white figures. The Congo's Zone of Silence. Deep in the Congolese rainforest, there's an area where all sound disappears. Birds stop singing, animals refuse to enter, and those who stay report overwhelming fear. No one knows why. Conclusion. Africa's mysteries remain unsolved. Africa is one of the most mysterious continents in the world. Its paranormal occurrences, legendary creatures, secret societies, and cursed treasures have baffled scientists and explorers for centuries. Do you believe these mysteries are real? Or is there a logical explanation waiting to be uncovered? If you love this journey through Africa's secrets, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Who knows what mysteries we'll uncover next?